At first, books will give a child a recognizable bank of picture words. We all know that pictures are not the same as the printed word, but for a young child who's just learning to speak, pictures are recognizable and they say their words from the pictures. So they'll recognize apple or star. But when you're trying to express that in a sentence, for emphasis, we would put quotation marks around the word that you're trying to emphasize. In this second sentence, that friendly dog just bit the mail carrier. And it's read kind of like that too, where you emphasize the word that you put in parentheses. At first, books will give a child a recognizable bank of picture words. That friendly dog just bit the mail carrier. We've got a contrast here. Pictures really aren't words. Friendly is really not friendly if the dog is aggressive enough to bite someone. More examples of sarcasm or made-up words. The hilarious comedian silenced the audience. Well, if a comedian's that funny, we would expect laughter that doesn't stop. So calling the comedian hilarious is directly opposite having no one react. Here's a made-up word. The campers roasted smashmallows after Buster stepped on the food bags. Quotation marks are also used to enclose single poems, songs, newspapers and radio programs, magazine articles, or short essays. The underline is used for longer books or complete works. So you think of your quotation marks for shorter pamphlets or short stories. In like the complete work of Shakespeare, you would need an underline. Contrary to what I just said about quoting quotation marks around smaller works, underline under larger works, the Bible, the Old Testament, those are never underlined or in need of quotation marks. The Constitution of the United States is just plain. You don't quote it, you don't use quotation marks around the title, and you do not underline that either. And neither do you ever underline or put quotation marks when you're referring to catalogs or directories. So that's there's always exceptions. Even though punctuation marks have their own jobs to do within the sentence structure, sometimes their duties overlap.